guys, DeAndrox7 here, and 2 days ago I went to go see Spider-Man Far From Home, and I was thinking, should I do reviews? Should I start doing, like, not really reviews, but should I start doing, like, little open reviews of what I liked about the movie and stuff and give it, like, a rating? Because I don't know if you guys would really want to see those types of videos from me, but, let me know in the comments down below if you guys want me to do reviews on movies, because I'll happily do them. In this video, it's not going to be really like a review, like how most reviewers, they go through like what the whole movie is about before going into the trailer, before going into like what their actual review is. But it's just going to be me speaking about like different things that I liked about the movie, different things that I didn't like about the movie, and at the end of the review, I'm just going to give you, like, my overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, like, what would I rate this movie? And spoilers if you guys haven't seen the movie yet, because, don't blame me if I spoil the movie for you. You guys should have already watched it if you guys are watching this video. You get me? So the first thing I want to be talking about is the visuals. The visuals were pretty good. I loved every fight scene in it with the monsters and stuff and all that. Like, the elementals looked really cool. My favorite scene of the movie was when Mysterio, took over the drones and stuff, and then he made it where like the water was like rising out of the sea and stuff. I found that really cool. I don't think I have a least favorite scene in the movie, because, I mean, I loved most of the fight scenes and stuff, like most of the action scenes, and I shouldn't say fight scenes. I liked most of the action scenes in the movies. There's not really one that I particularly didn't like. Actually, no, there is one that I particularly don't like. It's the one with where MJ, Happy, and Ned and stuff, they're like, trying to escape one of the drones and stuff. Like, I wish they just showed the full fight scene for Spider-Man, but they always have to show some sort of, in every single like fight action movie, they always have to show some random side quest that like the supporting characters are going through. So, I didn't really exactly mind it. It wasn't my favorite scene, but I didn't mind it. Now, my opinion on the story. I for one didn't really enjoy it that much. It was a good story, Peter Parker's part of the story was good, but the whole love story with MJ was pretty cliche. There was two parts of the story. There was the one with, Peter Parker, struggling to live up to the mantle of Tony Stark, which I, for one, don't exactly like, because in my opinion, they shouldn't really try to make a new Iron Man out of Peter Parker, which is my least favorite thing about MCU Spider-Man, is that they try to make him like an Iron Man Jr. That's my least favorite thing about him. Because, everyone fans over Tony Stark because, he's the main character. I don't care. Listen, just because someone's a main character, it doesn't mean you have to love them. That's like me saying Optimus Prime is my favorite Transformers because he's the leader of the frickin' Autobots. No. Bumblebee's my favorite. Black and yellow all the way. Yellow's my favorite color, by the way, if you guys didn't know. And then there was another part where it's basically Peter trying to get with MJ. And, that was just your typical high school love story kind of thing, with 20-year-olds pretending that they were like 16 years old. And if there's one part in the story that I do like, I like how they actually explain like why these characters are alive, like why these characters are still in high school if they got blipped. That's what they called it in the movie, the blip. It's like when they died, like when they perished away, when they got dusted, it stopped their aging process, so they were basically stuck in time, basically. But when they came back, they kept their same age, of course, and the people who didn't die, they just aged like regular humans. Because nothing happened to them, so they aged. So, like, there's this one scene in the movie where that kid was like, my younger brother is now 5 years older than me now, so that's weird. So I kind of like how they finally like explained why they're still in high school. So that means that Ned, um, Ned, and basically everyone in Peter's like class got dusted, because Flash Thompson even got dusted. So and he's still there, even though Flash Thompson is probably the one who looks the least like he belongs in high school. Because I'm sorry, but he looks like a college frat boy. All right, that's what Flash looks like. Flash Thompson, that's what he looks like. Please, it's can y'all answer in the comments? Does Flash Thompson from Far From Home from the MCU look like a high schooler? Because when I first saw him in Spider-Man Homecoming, I thought he looked like a college frat boy. So yeah, out of the two plot lines, the superhero plot line and the love story plot line, I like them both. Like, I mean, I didn't really like them both, but I didn't mind them. Like, they weren't like, oh, can we just get to this scene already? Like, I wasn't like that. But I would prefer to see more of the superhero action stuff more than the, Peter just trying to get with MJ thing. Because I don't really care about love stories. Superhero love stories are just cliche stuff. So I just like the whole superhero plot line. Let's talk about the characters. Now, let's start with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Because, in my opinion, Tom Holland is the best movie Spider-Man so far, because out of all of them, he seems more like the Spider-Man. He actually fits the role of an actual Peter Parker. He seems like a young Peter Parker to me. That's the problem that I have with Tobey and Andrew. In the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, I love the story of them. I love how it's like more like a continuous thing with the story, and it's more centered around an adult Peter Parker rather than, trying to be like the young Peter Parker. It's more of an adult story kind of thing. But the thing that I liked about Tobey Maguire was that he had a good story, and Tobey Maguire, my only problem with it was that Tobey Maguire, his quirkiness, like his weird quirkiness, like how he acts and stuff, that seemed more like Peter Parker. But when he was Spider-Man, it was more like, it was a little cheesy. But I don't blame it. It was an early 2000s. They were early 2000s films, so you can't really blame him. Or all the early 2000s films are pretty cheesy. Andrew, they are my least favorite Spider-Man films. I don't hate them necessarily. I still enjoyed them, but they are probably my least favorite. I will not judge anyone if you guys actually think that Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man. I don't care, mainly because it's your opinion. I can't change it, but just if you guys are like offended because of my opinion on him, please don't attack me, because that's just stupid. But what I liked, I mean, I didn't really like, but I kind of hated how they focused on him and Gwen Stacy's love story a bit more than everything else. And the thing about Andrew Garfield, it was more of a vice versa of what they did with Tobey Maguire. Because while Tobey Maguire was a good Peter Parker, but a terrible Spider-Man. I don't want to say terrible, but he was more of an awkward Spider-Man. Andrew was a terrible Peter Parker. And I mean terrible. Because he didn't really seem nerdy or... well, not nerdy, but he didn't really seem awkward and stuff. And he was just more of like an angsty teen, like, yeah, no one understands my life. Like, that's the vibe I got from him as Peter Parker. But as Spider-Man, he was a good Spider-Man. But the thing about Tom Holland is that not only does he have the awkwardness and the quirkiness of I was about to say Teen Titans for some reason. He has the awkwardness and quirkiness of Peter Parker, but he also has like the funny, quippy, still a bit awkward but not as awkward Spider-Man. So he's like the perfect film adaptation of Spider-Man. And if you guys have my opinion on like what's my opinion on every single thing, so my favorite like cartoon Spider-Man is Spectacular Spider-Man, because great show. My favorite movie adaptation, Tom Holland. My favorite video game adaptation is the PS4 Marvel Spider-Man. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. But if you guys want me to do movie-related subjects, I will do them. Just comment down below or DM me on Instagram or whatever if you guys want that. But let's continue with the review. I loved his story because it was one of those stories that I kind of do like one of these stories. Like, it was more of a, I, like, everyone's expecting me to live up to Tony Stark. Like, okay, I know I said earlier that I hated that, but I liked, like, how he took it. Like, it seemed more realistic because he actually was about to break down in tears because everyone was like, are you going to be the next Iron Man or something like that? Like, because that, like, in the beginning of the movie, you guys remember when Spider-Man was actually being, like, bombarded by the paparazzi, like, are you gonna be the new Iron Man? And, like, he, like, went away and stuff, and, like, he was looking at the graffiti thing with, like, tears in his eyes and stuff, like, and when he was talking to Happy Hogan, he's like, don't tell me to relax and stuff, like, that actually seemed like he was feeling those emotions, like, I kind of teared up. Like, I'm usually someone who doesn't tear up in movies, but because, fictional characters don't really relate to them. But I did kind of feel Tom Holland's pain because I felt what he was going through. Like, because I've been there before. Like, everyone's always been expecting great things from you, but it's like you want to do something different or whatever, or you feel like you can't satisfy everyone. But he learned later on in the film what I learned. Not everyone's going to be happy. Basically, not everyone's gonna be happy, and I'm not talking about Happy Hogan. I mean, not everyone's gonna be happy like the emotion, but that's why with me and YouTube, like, I know a lot of people hate reaction videos. Like, let's take a pause on the review for a minute. A lot of people hate reaction videos. I do them because, well, I like them because I feel like I'm watching it with y'all, but I don't like. I used to do reaction to other YouTuber stuff, but then I started feeling a little bad because it's like, because I know for some YouTubers, like for some people, they rather watch the person's reaction than the original video. So that's why I kind of stayed away. That's why I'm staying away from YouTuber, reacting to other YouTuber stuff. I only react to trailers and try not to laugh and scary stories and stuff like that. But, not everyone. There's some people who subscribe to me because they like my reactions. There's some people who subscribe to me because they like my gaming videos. There's some people who even subscribe me for my crappy show, Too Cool for School. I mean, I'm trying to make it better, alright? I'm taking a hiatus from it because I'm trying to work on my movie, so that's why there hasn't been any, like, new videos on it. But I've been trying to, work on my movie more, and I've been trying to, like, learn to voice act better because, I want this movie to be good for y'all. Like, I want to be a good voice actor. I want y'all to be like, wow, DeAndre, you're really talented and stuff, because, I feel like my voice acting is terrible. I don't feel like it. I know my voice acting is terrible, and I'm trying to work on that now for this series, Too Cool for School, and the Saber Smith movie that's coming out. And, not everyone, but, there's people who subscribe for me for certain things, and then there's people who hate me for certain things. Like, not everyone's going to like gaming videos. Not everyone's going to like Reddit videos. Not everyone's going to like reaction videos. That's why I do multiple things on my channel, because it's like, you can't make everyone happy, but generally, if I do multiple things on the channel, a lot of people will be happy because it's like, hey, maybe on Thursdays and Fridays, I'll be able to expect this video. And maybe on Thursdays and Fridays, I'll expect that video. So that's why I kind of related to Spider-Man here. That's why Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, because certain things happen in this story where I feel like I relate to it. I feel like I'm living it with him. That's why he's my favorite superhero of all time, because he's just so relatable to me. It feels like me in a comic book, basically. I mean, I don't think that I can freaking lift trucks and stuff like Spider-Man can, but he's just relatable. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Uh, so yeah, I was satisfied with his ending of that story because it was I was actually satisfied with the ending of his story because it was like, hey, I I can take Iron Man's mantle, but you got to understand, like, Iron Man is just a name. It's no, I mean, not not Iron Man's just a name. Iron Man is just a mantle, Tony Stark was the true. It's like Tony Stark was the true hero. Like that's why I liked it. Like, Tony Stark was his own thing. Let me do my thing, That's what I got from it, at least. I don't know how y'all saw it, but I saw like everyone's trying to make Peter Parker the new Iron Man, but Peter Parker was like, you know what? Like at the end of the movie, Peter Parker was like, you know what? Let me be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I don't need to do all this. I don't need to do everything exactly like how Tony Stark did it. Okay. So yeah, that's my opinion on Peter Parker in Spider-Man: Far From Home. Okay, Samuel L. Jackson is one of my favorite actors of all time. I love every time when he's in a movie, I know I'm gonna leave with a smile on my face. But what am I trying to say here? I love Far From Home's take on Nick Fury here. Okay, I know it wasn't really Nick Fury, it was the Skrulls, okay? And Nick Fury was just on vacation and stuff. But I loved how he Nick Fury slash fake Nick Fury was sort of like a little he's like a minor mentor to Spider-Man because Iron Man's dead, so he can't really mentor him. So Nick Fury kind of took in the role where he is like, okay, look, Spider-Man, look, I like you, man, but you gotta slow down. It's either because he put, but the only thing I didn't like about Nick Fury was like he put Spider-Man in a situation where it's like, listen, it's either you let the world die or you go hang out with your friends. Like, you can't put that, like, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. So that's why I didn't really like Nick Fury, and that's the only thing I didn't like about Nick Fury. But I don't know why, but everything he said, it was just funny to me. Like when he was talking to Mysterio after he found out about Mysterio's like evil plan to make everyone think he's the good guy or whatever. He was just like, ain't that some bull crap? I can't say the word that I'm trying to say. He didn't really say crap. He said another word, but YouTube's always watching. But I'm sorry, but everything he said was just hilarious. So not everything he said, but like I don't know. Whenever Samuel L. Jackson's in a movie, it's like he's supposed to be like your typical mentor guy, but you can't really take him seriously. So it's basically like Bill Cosby before the allegations. You know what I'm saying? MJ played by Zendaya. I kind of liked. I like how she was like. I like Zendaya. All right, Zendaya. I always had a crush on Zendaya when I was a little kid when she first appeared on Shake It Up. I don't know. I just liked her in the movie. Like, I don't care. I usually don't care about the superheroes' love interest. Like, if they died, I wouldn't really care. But I actually did like Michelle. Like, because I feel like she wasn't really in the way. She wasn't in the way of the superhero stuff. Like, Peter Parker was doing his own thing, and then, MJ was just kind of there. That's what I prefer more for love interest, because I could care less about like what your love interest does. Unless the love interest has superpowers, I don't really care about them. So, I kind of like how she wasn't really in the way. So, that was good. That was good. Colby Smulders, who played Robin on, I think her name was Robin. I was never really an avid watcher of How I Met Your Mother, but when she appeared as Maria Hills, listen, Kobe Smulders in anything is already like a good movie because Kobe Smulders is hot. What do you want me to say? That's all I have to say. Kobe Smulders is hot. Okay? Look, I know she's 37, is married, and has 2 kids, but don't let that stop me. Alright? A man can still dream, okay? Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan. I never really cared about him that much, but no, I like him. Cause the thing about Spider-Man is like he always has multiple mentors, and I kind of like that thing that was going on with him and Aunt May because it was Happy was trying to get a little bit of May, all right, but that's not what I'm trying to talk about. I love kind of like how he was supposed to be sort of a mentor to him, like, because he wasn't really in the movie that much until the end, but I did like how Happy Hogan was kind of there for Peter Parker, and he was the one who made him realize that everyone's expecting you to be the new Iron Man, but you'll always be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, okay? So I kind of liked... I loved Happy Hogan. I love Happy Hogan. He's just a good character, in my opinion. What was that black guy's name? Like, Mr. Dell or whatever? I'm sorry, but everything that he did and said was funny to me. I don't know why. It's just something about, like, a weird, like, middle-aged black dude in a movie that just makes everything awkward. But it's not like the bad awkward. It's like the funny awkward, and I just loved him in the movie. Okay, he was hilarious. Ned finally got a girl in this movie, but then they broke up at the end. I think it was kind of weird how they just weirdly announced that they're dating. So. It was just like, they announced that they broke up and stuff, like, and I loved how, Ned was a little occupied and he felt like he wasn't really there for Peter. So he came up to Peter. He was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry that I'm sorry that I haven't been really there for you, buddy. I have a girlfriend now." And then Peter was like, "The heck are you talking about? I don't care. I'm happy for you. You finally got, as Dashi would say, he finally got a little bit of puh." But he was a good movie. He was a good character. I kind of like how Ned is he's sort of based off of that fat dude that Miles Morales is, that fat Asian kid. Is his name like Genki or something like that? I forgot his name, but he's like Miles' roommate in the school in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. I don't know his name, guys. I don't read the comics. I don't care about the comics because it's like I don't want to read 300 freaking comic book issues just to understand what this character's all about. I just watch the movies or TV shows. Mr. Harrington, the white guy teacher, he was also a hilarious. I think two of like my favorite supporting characters were the teachers because everything they said was just hilarious, and I loved the running gag of how like Mr. Dell was just kind of like he was like one of those like middle-aged men who are trying to be like super cool. Like they're that middle-aged man who are always trying to be freaking cool and crap. And then you have Mr. Harrington. He's just the cheapest person. He's a cheapskate. Like, he made the funniest line. It wasn't the funniest line, but he made a line that I can associate with. It was that line where it's like, look, it was when they had like those free opera tickets, and like he made the kids not go to they can't go to the festival, but let's go to the opera. He's like, guys, it was free. You think I'm gonna give up free tickets? Like, I love that. It was just hilarious. It was amazing. Like, I know people who are like that. They will only agree to something if it's free. They don't even want to spend a cent, like a single penny. They don't want to spend that much on that. So, I I really appreciated Mr. Harrington's role in there. What's her name? Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. I mean, come on. She's hot. Look, I don't care if she's 54. I'd still smash, okay? Give me some MCU Aunt May in my life, okay? I was hoping to never touch on this character because I originally wasn't even going to make this video. I was going to make like a commentary video. That's right. I'm going to be announcing this at the end of my video. Hopefully I remember. You guys remind me, okay? Like, just tap on your screen and be like, DeAndre, remind me. I will hear you because I have supersonic hearing. I have hearing because I'm a time traveler. I'm filming this on a Tuesday, but this is going to be uploaded like today on Thursday. And I'm going to hear your voices, okay? Like, I'm going to be, like, you guys are going to be, pause the video, like, and you guys are going to be, okay, I changed my lighting on accident. I shouldn't have done that. But you guys are going to be like, hey, DeAndre, don't forget. Don't forget to talk about, do not forget to announce what you're gonna announce, okay? Watch me still forget after I said all this. But it's something regarding the whole reaction video nonsense that I'm doing. I'm gonna be changing it. If you guys don't catch what I'm saying. But you guys will see, you guys will probably see at the end of the video. So let me just talk about this guy for a minute. So I'm going to be talking about Mysterio.
I hate Mysterio.
Okay, not just MCU Mysterio. A lot of people assume that I just hated Mysterio because you're just trying to be wait, I have a keyboard here. You're just trying to be edgy. You just hate the MCU. You're trying to be one of those edgy kids who just hate everything that's popular. No, I love the MCU. I mean, I'm not a movie-going person. I don't watch a lot of movies, but you know, the MCU it's superhero movies. Like who doesn't like superhero movies? Like if you don't like superhero movies, it's like the heck is wrong with you? But Mysterio, I still didn't like. You know, it was cool. His acting role was cool. I'm not talking about like Jake Gyllenhaal's acting role, because for those of you who watched the movie. Because I know there's someone who didn't see the movie, but they don't care about spoilers. They just want to know if the movie was good or not. Which I appreciate you, because you're still giving me views, okay? But, my shirt keeps pulling up there. I need to lose weight. But, you know, the whole thing where he was like, oh, I'm from an alternate universe. This is Earth 616, which is kind of weird. You would think that they would actually say the canon universe, like because isn't the MCU like Earth 1999999? Like there's like a bajillion nines or something like that. So but they chose Earth 616. But I guess in their universe, because you gotta remember, like, in our thing, like, in real life, it's Earth 1999, but in that universe, like, it's Earth 616, but he's, like, from Earth, like, what, 8 something, 8-3, 8 let me look it up real quick. Earth 81, I screwed it up. How did I say 81? I'm reading it right now. It's 83, Earth 833, but they, okay. I know that's probably a canon universe from somewhere, but whatever. I don't really know anything about superheroes and universes and comic books and stuff. Again, I don't know that much about superheroes, but anyways, the reason I hate Mysterio is that he never really had superpowers. He just uses technology to make illusions, which, in my opinion, if that's your whole shtick, then you suck. Like if you like what your powers can't beat a gun. You cannot beat a gun. I'm just saying. Like, let's put him in a real life scenario where superpowers are real. You're telling me you're gonna go with a man who can literally kill you just by thinking about it, and you're just gonna have illusions? No, he can if you're gonna go up against a man with omnipotence, and you have illusion powers. Like, but it's not really powers. It's just technology. You're really gonna try and take your chances with this guy? No, that guy can literally Thanos snap you right now, and you're just gonna put a little green mist there and be like, okay, you're dead. No, the whole I just hated it. So, when he was pretending to be a good guy, I liked it because it was like, okay, he's like a pretty chill guy, but then, like, I knew it was all an act because I basically knew what was going to happen in the movie. They meet Mysterio. Mysterio pretends to be a good guy. He's supposed to be a bad guy, and then the rest of the movie is just him trying to defeat Mysterio. And the whole Mysterio thing, it was just like... The thing is, they didn't do the fact that he was just a guy who wants, like, revenge on Spider-Man because, of a strange stunt that he did. Because that's actually what happened in, like... I'm pretty sure that's what happened in the comics. Or at least what happened in the 1994 cartoon. What happened was, like, he was, like, Quentin Beck, he made, like, a dangerous stunt, and then he got caught by Spider-Man, got arrested, and he became Mysterio because he wants revenge and stuff. So, the thing about, Mysterio was, like, in MCU Mysterio, the thing I hated about him was that they made him a typical Iron Man villain. Like, it was just like, oh, Iron Man sucks. I'm going to use his technology to terrorize the world. Like, if I'm look, my iPad's on a freaking airbed. I can't flip a whole entire airbed. And I actually got a new one because, okay, pause the story again. Pause the review again. Long story short, I did something stupid because what I did was that I kept inflating and deflating my bed, but you're not supposed to do that, so it actually deflated. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk, but it deflated and then I had to get a new one. And this one's a little higher, which is why I'm able to actually film. Like, I can use this as a table now. I don't have to use that crappy desk. I can use a bed now. But anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk. That's not what I wanted to talk about. I got off track there. Back to Mysterio, I just hated how he was just an Iron Man villain. It was like, oh, Iron Man rejected my work. He called it barf. You remember the little holograph things where Tony Stark called it barf? He was like, you call my work barf? Well, guess what? When you die, I'm gonna take over your work and stuff. And then it was just like, his whole plan was to basically be the new Tony Stark. And I was just like, really? Like, really? What the heck, man? What the heck? I just hate Mysterio. Like, shocker. No, okay, listen. I hate Vulture. But I love MCU Vulture. He was awesome. I mean, I guess it's the fact that Michael Keaton was the Vulture, and we all know, like, once Michael Keaton is in a movie, it's gonna be good. Well, Spider-Man for me, it was okay. It was alright. I enjoyed it, but, Michael Keaton's role in the movie, it was just like, I mean, not Michael Keaton. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a good actor. I loved his role as Mysterio, but I hate the character Mysterio. So, before you guys come in being like, oh, you're just a MCU hater. No. I don't hate MCU. Like, I don't hate Jake Gyllenhaal. I never even heard the guy until he was cast as Mysterio, but I thought he looked like a pretty cool guy. And then, like, he's a pretty chill dude. I've seen him interact with Ryan Reynolds before, and they're pretty funny together. But he's a cool actor. But Mysterio, the character himself, like, in any interpretation, the 1994 Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, anything, I hate him, okay? I don't care what you guys have to say. I don't care about your opinions, okay? You're subjected to your opinions, but that doesn't mean I have to follow your opinions, you know? My opinion is that Mysterio sucks, and your opinion is like, Mysterio is awesome. Let bygones be bygones. Agree to disagree. One more character that I want to talk about is Flash Thompson. I loved how he was basically like your typical, like, rich kid whose parents spoil him, and they always flex their parents' money and stuff. And he was trying to be like an internet famous guy with an Instagram live. He was like, what is up, fellow YouTubers? It's your boy Chlamydia. It's your okay. It's your boy Chlamydia here, and today we're gonna be reviewing. We are in Germany right now, my boys, fellow gamers. Let's get this bread. Ah, that's a dead meme. But yeah, I hated Flash as well because well, I hate MCU Flash because they basically ruined the whole point of Flash because Flash is supposed to be a big buff guy. He's supposed to be bigger and tougher than Peter Parker because Flash Thompson, military, Ancient Venom. Like, how weird that's gonna be if they ever make him Agent Venom in the MCU. Like, how weird that's gonna be. But anyway, that's all I have to say for the characters. But can we talk about the costumes? So let's start off with Spider-Man because he had the most costumes in this movie. Okay, the new costumes because well, the Iron Spider looked weird. Okay, the Iron Spider costume looked a little weird. I don't know why. Something about it just looked a little off to me. I don't know. Can someone explain what I think? Can someone explain in the comment section below why that is? Because I don't know. I know they just used like the same model for it, but something about it seemed off. But I don't know what seemed off. But someone, like anyone who knows movies more than me, can someone like notice more details than I do when I go to the movies? Can someone like comment down below? Like what? Why do I feel so weird with him? Like the Iron Spider costume just looks so weird. But I just don't understand. The stealth suit, I loved it because it kind of looked like the Spider-Man Noir costume, which is one of my favorite Spider-Man suits. And the Far From Home suit, which was basically kind of like the superior Spider-Man. It was also a reference to the original Spider-Man costume, which some people don't know about, because the original costume, the Spider-Man costume was always meant to be red and black, not red and blue. The only reason why it had blue highlights is because blue highlights is what the only reason why people think that it's that it was originally red and blue is because like Superman's hair, for example, it was just meant to it was kind of meant to be like, oh, he has like gel in his hair, basically. Like he has his hair isn't shaggy, he actually takes care of his hair. That was basically the whole point of like the black thing, like because you're wearing like a leather suit, you're wearing like a weird leather unitard thing, of course it's gonna glisten in the light. That's what those black linings were. That was his suit was red and black, not red and blue. But a lot of people know about that because they saw like a move. They saw something on what's that one YouTube channel that has really bad clickbait? The one that took a picture of like Thor's lightning, and it was like 20 things you missed in Endgame. Oh yeah, CBR or Endgame. I could be roasting the wrong channel here, and this video's about to get taken down because I don't remember which one it was, but there was like one channel where it's like they do theories on movies and stuff like that, and it was literally, the clickbait was so bad. They literally took a picture of Thor, right? They took a picture of Thor and from Endgame. And they took a picture of one of the lightning sparks behind him. And then they were like, 20 things you missed in Endgame. I'm like, what exactly did I miss in this lightning bolt? Like, come on. But anyways, you guys probably saw a Screen Rant or a CBR video. And you guys probably, you guys think you know everything about Spider-Man all of a sudden. I don't think, I know there's many things I don't know about Spider-Man. But at least I admit it. I don't think that I'm like the ultimate comic book nerd. But anyway, that's not what I was trying to say. I just found it cool how the new Far From Home suit looked a little bit like the superior Spider-Man costume, but it also was just like a reference to the original suit because it was red and black, not red and blue. But anyways, that's what I learned from one of those videos. But anyways, that's all I have to say about that. Mysterio's suit looks stupid. I mean, you can't even say it. You can't even lie to me about that. When Mysterio's actually revealed to be a bad guy, he literally says, "Someone get the stupid costume off of me." Like, he even admits that it's stupid. So you can't even talk about me saying it's stupid because Mysterio himself said his costume was stupid. In fact, he wasn't even wearing the costume half the time. Most of the time, he was wearing like a weird special effects costume. Like, come on, y'all. Don't be gullible. You know, get out of here. Okay, now that the haters are gone, let's continue with our review. Okay, so the acting was amazing. All right, Peter Parker, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Samuel L. Jackson, like everyone, like their acting was actually good. Jake Gyllenhaal, he made a good Mysterio. He made me hate the character. He made me hate him even more than I did. So good job for you, Jake Gyllenhaal. You justify more on why I hate Mysterio. But jokes aside, guys, the OG himself, J.K. Simmons, who my nephew accidentally called Dr. Phil. Yes, my nephew said that he looked like Dr. Phil. But he's not Dr. Phil. He's J.K. Simmons reprising his role as the OG himself, J. Jonah Jameson. He was always one of my favorite Marvel characters because, come on, Spider-Man cannot be Spider-Man without J. Jonah Jameson. That's why I love the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, and I love how he reprises his role in there. Because J.K. Simmons, he doesn't just play J. Jonah Jameson. J.K. Simmons is, just like how people say Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, and just like how some people say that what's his name? Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, or Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. You guys get what I'm saying. J.K. Simmons he was born. He is the real life interpretation of J. Jonah Jameson. And he still even has the voice too. And I fanboyed in the theater when I stayed for the mid credits roll. I loved that. So overall, what would I give this movie? I give it an 8 out of 10. Now, here's how I rate things. If you guys know from my spooky scores from my recent DeAndre's Horror Nights episode, we're gonna do these for these reviews now too. So if you guys don't know this is how I rate things. 5 out of 1. 5. I mean, if it's 1 to 5, anything 5 or lower, it just means the movie's bad. The movie or TV show is bad. 6 means that it just left a meh taste in my mouth. Like, I wouldn't rewatch it, but like it wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't good. It wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. I just said the same thing, but vice versa. But okay then. But 7 means that there was problems that I had with it, but it was a movie that you could still enjoy if you don't mind it. If you don't like, there was like a few things that I had with a few problems I had with the movie, but it was still enjoyable. An 8 means that the movie was good, meaning like, yeah, it had a couple problems here and there, but there was a couple things that I didn't like, but overall the movie was good. A 9 out of 10 means that the movie was great. There was only like one thing that I had with the movie there was only like one problem that I had with the movie, and that's it. And a 10 out of 10 means the movie was flawless, amazing, Avatar level. But it was Avengers Endgame level, even though Avengers Endgame was a simple 9 out of 10 for me. I'm not just saying that to be like a party pooper of everyone's hype. That was just my typical opinion. But we're here to talk about Spider-Man. So, you guys are probably wondering, why 8 out of 10? Why not a 9 out of 10? Or why not or what some people would say 11 out of 10, which I disagree, because it was not a flawless movie. But, listen, guys, I'm not a movie critic, okay? I'm not licensed to critique movies. I'm just saying my overall opinion. So please take what I have to say. Please respect my opinion on everything I'm about to say. My only problems in the movie were the love story scenes, because it was like, we didn't really need that. I mean, yeah, we did kind of need a reason why Peter Parker was like, going on the vacation thing with Michelle and all that. and like why Peter Parker was kind of paranoid about the thing. Well, we needed a reason of what was happening in the side story, because you can't just have a superhero story and the superhero is just focused on the superhero story. You also have to have like a side story as well. So it was just kind of there for a side story. So I understand why it was there. It was just like the movie would have just been good without it. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. Like, it was needed, because, it needed a reason to happen. Because if that didn't happen, the movie wouldn't really happen. You get what I'm saying? But another thing is, Mysterio. I just hate Mysterio. That's that's the only reason why I'm keeping this from being a 9 out of 10. Or 10 out of 10. Well, I wouldn't really say a 10 out of 10, but that's the only reason I'm keeping this from even being a 9 out of 10. Mysterio. They could have picked a better villain. So, yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a good actor, but Mysterio sucks. But, yeah, 8 out of 10. That's my opinion on Spider-Man. So, was it good? Yes. Spider-Man was good. Would I recommend seeing it in the theaters? Yes. Because it was amazing. And plus, the movie I went to wasn't that bad, except for my nephew and some little kid, basically pointing out the obvious, like, oh, it's Spider-Man, like, no, it's freaking Simba. What did you expect us to be seeing? Lion King? I heard the live action Lion King was terrible from some people. It's literally just the same story as the original, but whatever. But we're not here to talk about Lion King. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave a like, if you please. And if you guys want more, also leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want me to make more videos like this, because I'll happily do it. Comment down below for what other movies you guys want me to speak my opinion on or whatever. Do you guys want my opinion on Endgame? Do you guys want my opinion on I don't know, freaking Lego Movie 2? Do you guys want my opinion on Godzilla King of the Monsters, Shazam, any movie? I'll do it. I'll find it on, and if it's a movie I haven't seen, I'll probably just look it up on F movies while I'm editing, because that's what I do. I just watch movies and TV shows when I'm editing videos, and then I just kind of watch them while I'm editing. And if you guys enjoyed this oh wait, I said that already. Yeah, I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. If you guys are into this whole that's what we'll call this. That's what we'll call this series. This series will be called was insert movie name good. So the name of this will be was Spider-Man what's better is was it good. We're just gonna say was it good. So we're gonna say was it good Spider-Man Far From Home. Or Spider-Man Far From Home, was it good? There we go. Spider-Man Far From Home, was it good? So that's the name of this episode of Was It Good? It's just Spider-Man Far From Home. So, yeah. And also subscribe. I'm not going to just do movie reviews. As I said earlier in the review, I also do reactions, Reddit videos, gaming videos, much more. And speaking on reaction videos, yes, I actually remembered what I was going to say. That's why you guys need to watch through the whole videos, because you guys are going to miss the announcements. So, reaction videos. You're dead now, alright? My reaction videos are dead, and I'm not saying the whole reaction channel thing. When you're a little kid, you don't really care about reaction videos, but when you get mature, it's kind of reaction videos are just kind of stupid. Yes, I know I sound like a big hypocrite because I formerly was doing reaction videos, but yeah, I'm still going to be doing try not to laughs and the whole spooky scary things. But most reaction videos, the whole TV trailer thing, it's going to be commentary videos. And if you guys don't know what a commentary video is, most commentary videos, what they do is they mainly already seen the video, but usually what they do is they take clips of the video and then they then it cuts back to them talking about what they like about the movie. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to be doing commentary videos like Dr. Phil episodes, My Strange Addiction episodes. Basically what Scrubby, Grimm, all those commentary videos do. Because commentary videos, I have been watching a few of them, and I was like, these are a little better than reaction videos. I can see why commentary YouTubers don't like reaction videos, because reaction videos, they're basically commentary videos, but instead they're it's basically just them and a screen playing the whole video. And it's like sometimes they talk over the video or something like that, which is what I was doing. I'm not gonna say I don't do that. I'm guilty of that. But I'm going to try out the commentary thing. And I'm going to see if I like it or not. And if I like it, and if you guys like it, actually, if you guys like the commentary videos, they're here to stay. But if you guys don't like them, then I'll just go back to my original format of me reacting and then saying what I liked about the video, like, at the end of the thing and all that. So, yeah. Also, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Links to those will be in the description down below. And I will see you guys next time. DeAndreX7, oh, what is this? Yeah, ooh, out. Scree!